Okay, so I'll just introduce myself to you. My name is Coffee Iman, and I'm the owner of Coffee Magazine. We are a lifestyle magazine for entrepreneurs, so we like to highlight individuals that are making it do what it do, basically. So, Cora, is it Cora, right?
It is.
Okay, so let our listeners and our viewers know exactly why you started in the beauty industry. Cora Christian is, let me get this right, the first Black woman to create and manufacture body sculpting ice.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what attracted you to the beauty industry?
I love all things beauty. Hair, nails, clothes, and especially anything that has to do with the body. I love all things that deals with the body and deals with beauty in general. So what attracted me to it? I like to look good and I like to feel good. And I used to work at this clinic, and we started doing a bunch of non-invasive procedures there. So that kind of intrigued me a little bit, and I was like, I have to get into this. This is something that I must get into.
Okay, so can you explain for people that are not sure what non-invasive procedures are? What exactly does body sculpting with ice do?
Okay, so non-invasive pretty much means going. We say before you go under the knife, try our Beyond Beauty's Body Ice. So non-surgical procedures are procedures that are done without cutting you or injecting anything. So like if you were going to get liposuction, they go in and suck everything out. So it's a
Yeah.
surgical, yeah, it's a surgical procedure. But with us being non-surgical, we don't have to put you to sleep or anything like that. Everything is done while you're awake. If you had to go to work, if you were going to go to work when you get it done, you can go straight to work. If you were going to go
Mm.
work out, you can definitely go and work out. The body ice, however, is a cold procedure where we use organic compound that I created, and it is cold as ice.
Okay.
Um, so we use
Oh,
that.
that's nice.
It is cold. It is cold. As ice to kind of sculpt and shape the body and tone those fat cells and everything like that. But it activates a natural reaction in your body called thermogenesis. And thermogenesis is a process in which heat is generated from inside of the body. So
Okay.
that boosts your metabolism, get everything going in there so you can kind of expel everything through your urine. So it puts you in the mind of like cool sculpting. Cool sculpting uses a machine, but we use ice.
So with use that procedure, you're saying I can go straight to work. Now, is this gonna make me, go to the bathroom a lot? How does this procedure work within those hours of me getting it done and just going
Absolutely.
to work?
Some people do go right away. Like up, they're going like, "Oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's good. That means we drained you really good today." So it puts you in the amount of lymphatic drainage, which is a process in which we kind of open up everything. I get to expel all of the different toxins out. So yeah, some people do have to go right away, but then it's a process. So some people it might be the next day that you're going, and it's not anything. Some people, they drink tea to go to the bathroom, and it kind of
Yeah.
them those cramping feelings. No cramping feelings or anything. It's just something where you're like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you from Jackson, Mississippi, or tell me
I,
a little bit about that?
I am. I'm from right here in Jackson, Mississippi. I am born and raised. Actually, I was born in Utica, Mississippi, but I
Okay.
was in Jackson, Mississippi.
Now, did you go to school there, or like what's the history behind you getting into that, or were you in another field before you started with this beauty industry?
Absolutely. I graduated from Jackson State University with elementary education. So
Woo!
I'm supposed to be well, I'm not gonna say I'm supposed to because I still teach now because we
Yeah,
do training classes. So I feel like I'm still doing what I got a degree for, just in a different aspect
got
uh,
it.
of it. So yes, I did. And it's crazy how the tables kind of turned because I love to teach. I'm a teacher, so yeah, I was supposed to be a teacher.
So how is it welcome there? Because I know it's a big sports town. And then everyone in the South likes to look good because it's always nice outside. So how is that type of industry welcomed in those areas?
It is. it's very welcomed here, especially when I first introduced it. It was one of those things that were very new, because sometimes I say Mississippi is kind of late on some things, but it was something that was new here. And people were like, kind of like, does this really work? And then once we really started doing it and getting the different results on the different clients, it was like, oh, this works. So now they love it here because I can't take any more appointments. Like, we're in July for, like, people called. We actually just had some people called and say, could they walk in? And we're like, no, we're about appointment only. Like, we got people every day, back to back, back to back. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you said you at work now, so she's taking like the little 15 minutes she can to
yes, I'm
interview with me, guys.
right now. That's why I was saying, kind of like why the internet was acting kind of crazy. I'm like, no, I have to get this together so I can get on here with my girl.
So how is the shift? Like, a lot of people can't handle entrepreneurship even though they want to be an entrepreneur.
Right. It's definitely hard. Being that I am, a black woman, I am also the only black woman that's doing this at this present time. Um, Being that I do have kids, I am a wife as well. So trying to juggle all of those things into one. And then also, not only, am I working, because I do work in my business as well. A lot of times, a lot of entrepreneurs like to think that, I'm a service-based business. Sometimes those entrepreneurs are more product-based. So they're just thinking that they're going to sell a product and they can just go to the post office, blah, blah, blah. And that's going to be,
Right.
that's going to be the end of it. And they're going to make a whole lot of money. So with me being I'm service-based and product-based. And not only do I do services and I work in my business, I also have to make sure that we have like 330 different spas across the world that use my product in their spa. So every day too, I have to make sure that their orders go out. They order 20, 30, and 40 jars at a time. We even ship to Canada and Mexico. So I have to make sure that those orders go out. I have to make sure that if they place an order before our post office close at 4:30, if they place it before 4:30, that it goes out today. So it's a lot that goes on in my day, that a lot of people, I tell them, if you had to walk in my shoes, you would give them back. I promise you would give them back. You would not want them. You would give them back. And then also, a lot of times, a lot of black businesses, we kind of get bad names and different things like that. Oh, just because you're a black business, we don't have to support you. But so that stigma too, making sure I give the good customer service, making sure I do get my orders out. It's just a lot in a day.
So how is that with your creating a team? Because I'm assuming if you have to be in 8 places at once, it's not just you.
Right.
So how was that process in creating a team to make this business work?
Definitely have to have a team. You definitely have to. I always say sometimes you'll see me say sometimes I'm a one-woman show. But because I have to, sometimes my clients come, I want you to do it, but for the most part, I do have a team. My sister is great. And 2 of my cousins, they definitely help me out. And then I also have a young lady that, 2 young ladies that work here with me to make sure that Beyond Beauty flows every single day.
Okay, I get it. So how is that? Is it a lot of pressure being the first black woman to do this? Or even being the first to have this product, because you said you created it?
Yes, it is a lot of pressure. Just to make sure, because I do teach, different people how to utilize the product. So that pressure is on making sure that they get their product, making sure that they know how to use the product to get results for their clients that they're servicing. And then I also have to make sure that here at my spa, we stay on top of our game as well, making sure that we're getting the people the results that they want, making sure the product is always available. So, yes.
So I seen on your website that you promote aggressive wood therapy. Am I saying this right? So what important part does that component play with getting the body sculpting?
Body ice. Okay, so we always do, if you're going to get body ice, you're going to get wood therapy. They both go kind of hand in hand. Wood therapy kind of tones and sculpts the body as well, kind of tells the body with rapid hand motions to tell the body trying to get it to, we want you to go this way. We want this curve to go this way.
Okay.
On. So that's pretty much what wood therapy is. And I tell people all the time, they laugh when I say it, but I'm like, it is a wood stick. It's like I'm, beating you with a wood stick. But it's a great, great, great way to sculpt the body.
So you saying aggressive? Like, you got me scared over here because
But
usually you don't use aggressive unless you like, I'm gonna feel some
oh,
pain. Like,
it's definitely uncomfortable.
okay,
Wood therapy is aggressive. It's not pretty. It's definitely uncomfortable, but it's not one of those things where you're gonna say, "I can't do this again" type of thing. It's just one of
got it.
like, oh, okay, so this is what she meant. Okay, well, and then it's like, okay, well, girl, yeah, make sure you get all of this back work and make sure you get it all.
I got it. So, do you have any recommendations as far as like, is there an age requirement? Do you suggest certain people that are this bracket not to get it done? Like, what is the criteria for getting such a procedure done?
Okay, so we always tell people if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, or irregular blood pressure, then you definitely can't get it done. Age wise, at least 18 and up. However, if you're 16 and up and you have a parent or guardian there, you can definitely get it done because it is non-invasive. It is on top of the skin. Some of my clients call it a magic soap. So pretty much puts you in the mind of that. But definitely want to make sure if you're taking any type of blood thinners or anything like that, then you definitely can't get it done as well. And then also, some people don't like being cold. So I tell people all the time, if you're one of those people that don't like being cold, then definitely, don't get it done as well. But for the most part, it's a pretty neat procedure. Definitely gives off for some. Of course, everybody's body is different, and you definitely need more than one session. But for some, you can see immediate results.
Will you ever be too old to have that procedure?
All walks of life that walks around.
Got it. Okay. I just want to make sure, grandma come in there and get it done. You're not over there going to get a whooping because you like
Grandma
doing.
want to get it done.
Okay. I got it. I got it. What would you say to encourage someone to go a procedure like this? Some people have, well, not some, but a lot of women have body confidence issues.
Mm-hmm.
And so they may heard like, oh, I seen all this done, but not sure if they need it. So how would you encourage somebody, or what have you told somebody in this position?
Just pretty much, if you're not sure what you may need, like here, we have people all the time that kind of call and kind of see what we do online, and they're like, I want to get this done, but I don't know if this is what I may need. So you definitely want to book you a consult, just so you can come in or go in with another rep and kind of talk about things, see what happens during a procedure, like I stated about it being a cold procedure. See, can you handle the cold procedure as well? So just kind of definitely want to talk to someone about it. But here at Beyond Beauty, our motto is beauty beyond the eye. So whatever you want to do for yourself, we're going to do it. We definitely don't, look at anybody like, oh, she want to get it done. No,
Right.
if you want to do something that makes you feel good, and if this is something that will make you feel good, come and see us.
Now, are there you said natural ingredients. Is there anything in there that someone could possibly be allergic to or they need to be aware of?
When I created it for people with sensitive skin. I thought of people with eczema. So all of those different type of things I thought about. The only thing that we, is citrusy sometimes. So if you're allergic to citrus, then we definitely let that is in there and you possibly don't want to get it done.
Got it. Okay. Totally understand. So now you have reached such a highest, almost the highest height with this. What is your next venture or any other products or services you're going to start offering with Beyond Beauty?
Wow. Right now we're focusing on our ice facials, trying to get those out to people because that's something that they can do at home type of thing. So right now that's my focus.
So what does the ice facial do? Because that sounds interesting.
Oh yeah. With like the different bags under the eye. trying to do like the double chin area, it can help with that area as well. So yeah, those type of things. If you have like acne, we have an acne facial for that as well. It's ice, everything is cold here, but
Right.
yeah, that's what we're working on. That, well, that's what I'm working on now to get pushed out. As far as reaching the highest, I feel like I can go higher. I want everyone, because we just had two specialists that took my class, that is using my product in their spa, and they hit $1 million this year in their spa,
Oh, okay.
just using the product, getting the clients in, and that's during a pandemic as well. So I feel like I can get it out there more, so we can create more millionaires. Yep.
So how can someone basically reach you to become a vendor or get your products in their spa?
Okay. They definitely can call us at 601-316-4729 to ask for information on our class, because the only way you can get the product is if you take the class. Or they can definitely go online at beyondbeautybiz.com, or they can email us also at corajmc@yahoo.com.
Okay, you guys hear that? So it's a couple people I know maybe watching that have beauty spas. So can they come get classes from you as well? Or what do you recommend once they buy those products?
Absolutely. They have to take the class before they can get the product. So
Got it.
absolutely have to take the class. We've been seeing we even have some girls that took the class and they no longer, that were, already owning spas and certified habitation and the different things like that. And they're no longer even offering those services. They're just straight ice bars now.
Okay.
Out the immediate results. Because when you go pay someone some money for something, you want to see something right then.
Right. Now, I know a lot of people don't like discussing prices, but what does something like this run? Is it manageable? Is there payment plans needed? How
No,
does that work?
I
Okay.
tell people all the time, it's different prices for different people in different areas. But in my area, for one body ice, we charge $225. So it's $225 a session. But if you get a package, we kind of give you a deal.
Is this location located in Jackson, or where is it located?
Jackson, Mississippi. We're located in Jackson, Mississippi. 4611 Terry Road, Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay. Now you discussed you having children. Is this going to become a family-owned business, or what's the legacy for that?
My daughter definitely, she's 8. She's definitely into it. It's like she
Okay.
yeah, she thinks that I have like a whole lot of girlfriends. Like we're just the best of friends here, and we
Okay.
party. That's what she thinks that goes on here. But yes, she's definitely into it. She's always saying, "My mom fixed bodies." That's what she said. So I remember her teacher asked me one time. She said, "What do you do?" Because Janaya said you fix bodies. And I'm like, "Let me give you a
That's
call."
cute. She got a little worried, but that's you could imagine. Yes, yes, yes. Well, that is wonderful. Considering there's so many people going into either beauty products or things to do with health, what advice would you give someone like maybe coming right out of college or looking for a career change? What are the possibilities with this?
It's definitely endless possibilities. The beauty industry, this industry that I'm in, is a $1 billion industry. It's expected to grow to $1 billion. It's always changing. It's always growing. So you can always learn something new and new exciting ways to do things. But one thing that I always tell my students, and that I always try to tell everybody, even when I'm speaking to people, is focus on you. Focus on yourself. Kind of watch your own, as they say, keep your eyes on your own paper. And that's going to take you a long ways, because when you start looking at what other people are doing, then you kind of get thrown off and thinking, okay, I need to be doing what she is doing to get this. But they don't understand that that's her plan and her journey that she's on. You're on this path and you're on this journey. So definitely watch yourself. Pay attention to yourself and keep your eyes on your own paper.
That is very excellent advice, because you see it so many times now. We have social media. It's like, oh, she's done it, but they haven't, spent the days. You may have been in the office, or the nights you have done other things. So it's kind of hard to gauge what your path is.
Right.
Now, you told us that you're going to keep moving in this forward. Can't wait to see more things from you, Ms. Cora. And are you now you're selling your products to other spas? I wanted to make sure I asked this. is your particular Beyond Beauty, is that franchised in other locations?
No, ma'am, I'm not at the moment. I was actually thinking of opening a second location. I'm not going to say where just as of yet, but no, ma'am. At the moment, we just kind of sell the product to the different spas, and to the different women and men that take the class.
Great. And so, yeah, you mentioned men. How does that work with them? Is it the same procedure? I mean, they have the same
We
body.
have,
Yeah.
yeah, same process. We have bodybuilders that come, so same process, same
And is
process.
this only a procedure that you can get in the stomach area, or where are the locations for these?
Full body.
Full body.
Yep,
Got it.
body.
So remember, full body, guys. You can get ice sculpting. Everything is safe, natural. Make sure you take the classes if you want to purchase the products, and make sure you follow Miss Cora Christian on IG at Beyond Beauty LLC. Anything else you want to tell our listeners about Beyond Beauty?
Definitely want to make sure that they know. In some states, you do have to be a licensed massage therapist or licensed esthetician, or licensed cosmetologist. Definitely want to get that out there. But in some states, you do not.
It's okay.
If they're looking to take the class, definitely check with your state to make sure that you don't have to be any of these things. But for the most part, we can't wait to see you.
That is great. Thank you again for joining me. I know it's been a battle, but I appreciate
I
any
appreciate.
amount of
I appreciate.
any amount of time you've given us, because this is marvelous. Anything that helps other people, as well as you being excited about owning your business, that's very important. So we definitely appreciate your energy. Make sure again you follow Cora Christian at Beyond Beauty LLC.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.